Now it's time of Mercy, AI Market Intelligence Platform Pilots. Are you there, Mercy?
Hey, I'm right here, just going on video to say hi, and then I'm going to go on video. I'm very happy to be here and, happy for all the other proposers. Right now in the room, I'm happy to say that, I'm not alone here. My name is Mercy from Wada. Josh is here, Samuel is here, Megan, Ifia, Edufua. So, there's quite a team from Wada. And yeah, we're very happy to present our plan to everyone. I'm going to share screen. And this presentation is going to start with a very quick recap of all the work that the Wada Hubs have been doing. Without them, I wouldn't be here. So it will start with a short sort of introduction of the hubs. So that's a very short video of our hubs. The work that they do on the ground continues to energize us all. And as I said, without them, I really wouldn't be here. As I said, my name is Mercy, and the platform that we are seeking to build is called AI Market Intelligence Platform. What we want to use this platform to do is to use decentralized AI to collect, analyze, and provide market insights. Ultimately, this platform will deliver real-time and historical analysis. We also have some predictive analysis that are actually tailored to local contexts and challenges. I need to stress here, based on some of the prior questions that have been asked, this is 50, we asked for the max because this is a comprehensive project. And actually what we're going to do with this is that we're going to it's going to be the beginning of a journey between Wada Hubs and Singularity Net. It's going to be a pilot. It's a three pilot. So we'll collect 3 types of data in 3 of our hubs on the ground. So how are we going to do that? For those of us that know about Wada, what is dear to our heart is the 3rd point, which is training and onboarding. So there's going to be some training and onboarding into this program. We're going into this project. We're going to use it as a way to bring in more people into the Singularity Net ecosystem. But the training will actually be a bit more for this start. It's going to be a bit more targeted. We're going to equip local teams in 3 hubs that we're going to select, and they're going to be trained with the skills to set up and manage AI nodes, to collect data, and basically it is, sort of how to even collect these data effectively. It's going to cover decentralized AI applications, data analysis, and as I've said, predictive modeling techniques. Participants will also learn to implement AI tools for analyzing transactions, consumer behavior, and supply chains. Another aspect, which is the second one, is going to be data collection. I've mentioned 3 types, so supply chains, consumer behavior, and also transactions. The main AI service that is going to be developed in this pilot is going to be a test. It's called the Demand Prediction AI Service. And basically, what this does is that it's going to use data from the informal sector. And I'll talk a bit more on that in our next slide. But it's going to collect data from the informal sector. This will be, sales data, consumer behavior, supply chain, as I've said. And basically what it's going to do is to forecast future trends. So the question that I'm going to answer with this slide is why? Why are we bothering? And I'm happy to tell everyone on this call and all, anyone that would, watch this at a later date is, this is not a pet project. This is like real life. This is where tech actually meets real life. And when we look at, especially sub-Saharan Africa, where Wada tends to be very strong, is that there are 2 types of market gaps. So about 70, sometimes 80% of local economies are informal. They are just informal, right, in the informal sector. And what that means is that a lot of data that is within this ecosystem, community, landscape is really not captured. Like people just go about doing their stuff, nobody bothers them, and they don't bother anybody. But there's a richness of data there. Another aspect is that when we look at sub-Saharan Africa, we look at this whole AI revolution that is taking place. There isn't a lot of, like data to actually train, do sort of machine training. So there is, initially when ChatGPT started, I remember trying to, figure out some questions, and it was always, it gives a very politically correct answer, like, Africa, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so for me, it's been, or for us at WADA, it's been a key thing in terms of, how do we not only catch up in blockchain, but also the AI revolution that is taking place. So that is a core thing for this project. And also, as I said before, just the whole informal sector. About 2 years ago, what they did regarding the continent of Africa was to start the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. I don't know how many of you have heard of that, but historically Africa has been very sort of segregated. So what they said was that, hey, we need to figure out a way that countries and communities can trade more openly with each other. But without good information, this tends to be very, very difficult. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And that is basically what we're going to do, start gathering the data, start developing models, start training and onboarding lots of young people that we are hoping that in the long term, they are going to develop new solutions. Obviously, when we look at Wada hubs from the initial video that we also we are in 8 countries. We are rapidly growing. And basically just the whole model that we have as hubs, sort of decentralized autonomous hubs all over. And, what testnet does, decentralized AI. So basically, even with this project, what we are hoping is that we'll have those three hubs, and then we are going to set up nodes in those 3 hubs. They are going to collect data according to the local context, and then there will be a way that they will compare and contrast sort of, how the analysis is done. And as I said, this is the beginning of a long journey, we are hoping, with the SNet ecosystem, and we're hoping that we'll continue to scale, bringing more hubs, collect more data, and enrich the platform that we are hoping to ultimately build. Obviously, Wada, we do a lot of work within emerging economies, in this case, Sub-Saharan Africa, and we are hoping that this will be a way that we start growing AI expertise in Sub-Saharan Africa, and in a way also give Singularity Net a way to branch into these emerging markets and economies. Very quickly, so what should all of us here on this call do? As we know, this, and as my previous proposers have said, we are testing the deep funding platform for round 4. So please engage with the platform, go put some questions, do whatever. Basically, if you can break the platform, I think that they will really appreciate it. You break it and tell them how you broke it. That would be amazing. And then, of course, obviously, our project, please read it, give us feedback. We would love that. And finally, we appreciate your vote. This is actually our first proposal, standalone proposal in deep funding. We did do one in deep funding 3, but was in collaboration with LATAM and Swarm. In terms of standalone, this is our first project is comprehensive, is built on our dreams in Wada to use emerging tech to lift up lives and create opportunities. So that is it. I appreciate your time and thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Marcy. I love the Wada branding and the lovely colors. If anyone also has a question, please raise your hand. I have a questions with in the last years, Wada becomes an institution. There is a lot of people that works in Wada, and I would like to know more about the team that will be get involved in this specific project and tasks. So which are the backgrounds? Can you share a little bit more about it?
Absolutely. So if you visit this project, we just listed 3, 2 including myself. So Josh is here. He is sort of the guy that gets stuff done. We have Samuel here. He is actually in charge of sort of our standards to make sure that like we're following the standards and so on. But in addition, people like Megan, who is here, and Ifia and the others, they are the ones that are leads on the ground that ensures that these proposals or these projects, once we are funded, takes off. In terms of the actual technical team, I'm not going to go into too much details with that. As you know, the reason that WADA has become a kind of institution, and thank you for that, is just how important we see collaboration, even within the ecosystem. So we will be reaching out to not only SNet, but to projects like Edify. They've already started building. There's a lot of local talent within in-country, Sub-Saharan Africa, some of the countries there. And, like this is going to be a collaborative project. And as I've said before, we are not just bringing our hubs. It's not just a project. Hopefully we are bringing countries and we are bringing continents. Thanks.
And